Hey guys, what's going on? It's bright and early in the morning. It's 6 o'clock. I literally just got out of bed. Normally I get up at 5, eat or put in cardio and then eat. I think what I'm going to do this morning is skip the cardio because I just want to get the ball going, and I'm sore as frig right now. Luckily, today is a cardio day, a rest day, a day off, so yeah. That's good. So the burning of 5,000 calories, the deficit of 3,000 put me there. That's not too bad. Started off the week at about 224. We're down to 220. It's only Wednesday. Not too bad at all. And I've been eating all week. And I've been eating normal food, like stuff with carbs and fat and mixing it together and not dying from it. So that's a good sign. Once again proves the laws of thermodynamics apply. Now, I'm not saying keto doesn't work for weight loss, guys. Keto definitely works for weight loss. I lost a lot of weight on keto. I know a lot of people who did too. But they lost it for reasons, not the reasons why they say on the ketogenic diet. They lost them for the simple reason of the laws of thermodynamics still apply even on keto. It's just they're easier to follow. And what laws am I talking about? Basically calories in, calories out. On keto, you can only eat so much food. Like literally, you can only eat so much food. Because it's so freaking dense with fat that you can't sit there and pack it in like you could when you're eating like potato chips. And that's why the way I'm eating now is a little bit more dangerous than the way I was eating on keto. Because like on keto, for instance, you'd have like for breakfast a high fat meal. Sure, it would be like 600 to 800 calories or even worse, sometimes a lot higher, like 1100 calories. But then you wouldn't have that 500 calorie lunch. And for dinner, you might choke back maybe 9,000 calories. So you ate 2100 calories in a day, but you burned 3,000. You're still in a deficit. You're still going to lose weight. That's how it works. The way I'm eating right now is dense foods that fill you up, give you that feeling of being satiated, so you're not going back to the fridge all the time and grabbing snacks and all sorts of crazy shit. You're just full from the get-go, so you give her. You go from there. You can hold out longer without having to eat. It's great. It's awesome. It's fun. The problem is nowadays with all these foods that are on the market is they're not very filling, so you end up consuming a lot of them, and you don't realize that they're so calorically dense. Like chicken fingers, calorically dense because it's mainly breading. There's hardly any chicken in them. Kraft dinner, 800 calories for a thing of Kraft dinner, and I could easily kill 2 of them in a sitting. You look at pizza, 4 slices from a medium pizza. Each slice is 250 calories. So if you eat 4 slices from a medium pizza, you just ate 1,000 calories, and you're going to be hungry in an hour. Don't kid yourself, you will be. That's why I'm glad I found this method of eating. It first started with Will Tennyson, Greg Doucette, pro IFBB. He basically explained more of it and actually offered some recipes. And then I realized, you know what? This is the way you need to eat. This is the way that you eat to lose weight. Low calorie, high dense foods. It's like when I was originally losing my weight and I worked the night shift at work and we were in the office, Fat Adam used to buy all sorts of junk food. Guys, I swear I bought like 6,000 calories worth of junk food. Guy used to buy the Doritos, the candy bars, the pizza pockets, pepperoni, everything and anything for 12 hours to have enough snacks on hand. For what reason? In my mind, so I wouldn't get bored. That's right. That's a problem. See, the problem with society nowadays is we formulate a relationship with food. Like Dr. Greg Doucette said, he's not even a doctor. He says so in the beginning of his video. But like Greg Doucette says in the beginning of every video, or at least throughout any video where he's talking about dieting, we're humans, we don't formulate relationships with food. That is weird. And you know what? He's right. I hate to say it, but he is right on that. Formulating a relationship with food is a very weird thing to do. And if you don't agree, well, that's okay, that's on you, but the way I see it is it's true. How can you formulate a relationship with something you're going to devour? It's like when I hear somebody say that and I find out they're one of those people who are like vegan, and I'm like, I thought the whole reason why you turned vegan was for that exact reason. And it's funny because bodybuilders have been eating low calorie, high dense foods for a while during their cuts. You guys ever heard of when I talk about chicken broccoli rice? It's probably one of the most blandest meals you'll ever put in your face hole. But if you're like me and you know how to season, you can make even the shittiest stuff taste great. And you can keep the calorie count down too. Well, I just mixed down and two in the one word. I must be tired. It was funny, after I quit eating like a pig and switching to keto, I was still working the night shift at my job. I was still going into the office. And this time around, I would go to the grocery store and buy more my nutrition plan's way of eating, the keto way of eating. So instead of buying the pizza pockets, I still bought the pepperettes, mind you, because, you know, they're high in fat, high in protein, very low in carbs, because, well, theoretically they're just meat. The only ones that have carbs are the ones with, like, sugar on them, like the honey smoked, or the European ones do too, so I don't know what the hell they season those with, but they got some carbs in them, so obviously there's some sort of a seasoning on them that throws things off. For only what I'm doing, I'm flipping my French toast. That's why I'm paying more attention to what I'm doing and not the camera. But I know the camera's aimed at me, so that's good too. I had to check just to be sure, because I didn't want to prove my... I know the camera's aimed at me, and you know, one of those. Ah, Jesus Murphy. Oh, these are going to be scrum dilly umptious. Look at those golden brown masks. But like, I bought a tub of spinach, and like, when I say a tub, I used to buy, instead of potato chips, I used to bring one of these bad boys in with me and eat all this. 11 ounces of spinach, guys. Like 1 ounce of spinach is frigo in the caloric range. 11 ounces is even less. Well, it's more, but, well, anyway, I don't know what the hell I'm saying. All I'm saying is it's high in protein, 0 fat, and it's mainly all fiber for carbs. And that's when I learned how to count net carb, you know. The logic on if you eat less carbs and more fat, you'll burn more fat, it applies. Like, if your body is a machine that likes to burn fuel. It needs fuel to burn. It's like your car. Let's consider your body a Prius. It'll run on the electric engine, which is your carbohydrates, and run efficiently. But when the electricity runs out, the carbohydrates, it's got to resort to gasoline, the fat. The concept behind keto is if you keep your carbs low, you're going to run on gasoline all the damn time. Now, the problem with that is if you have an eating disorder on keto, you're going to overeat, because it all comes down to calories in, calories out. You need to be in a deficit to lose weight. And this is where a lot of keto police on stupid YouTube screw it up. Because they're like, you don't need to track your calories. Yes, you freaking do. You always did. You always have to. Doesn't matter what freaking diet you're on. Calories matter. Like, the laws of thermodynamics are pretty simple. Calories in, calories out. Your body burns calories when you're doing stuff, and it creates those calories by using either fat or carbs, and it can use protein in critical situations where there's not enough carbohydrates. It will do gluconeogenesis and convert protein into glucose, so your body can burn that for fuel. Prefers not to, will only do it if it needs to, which is why new science shows that on keto, if you really want to get some good results, now they're saying eat more protein. Like, I swear, I unsubscribed from Thomas Derailleur because he'll drop a video talking about something, and then like 5 seconds later he drops a video completely talking about something else. Like, they're the same subject, but it's like everything that he said in the first video he contradicts. And he contradicts again. All the guy's doing is just re-spewing out the shit from the medical journals in all the places, and the problem is it's like The medical journal in Britannica says eat eggs in the morning and you'll burn more fat because the yolk has magical pixie dust. And then the medical journal in Sweden will come up and say, oh, it turns out the medical pixie dust will actually cause you to store more fat due to this reason. And it's like he's just spewing out the knowledge that somebody else picked up and putting up some flashy graphics and stuff. So you're like, okay, well, what the hell's really going on? So then unless you go and read exactly what's going on, you know, you won't know. And he likes to use really big words to sound smart. But like, I don't know, man. Anybody can lose weight. It's all about calories in, calories out. You know, I used to laugh. My buddy Pete, he was part of that Weight Watchers bullshit where they give you a point system. What a hawk of nonsense. They give you points based on the foods you're eating. So let's say you had 30 points in the day. A donut was like 8 points. So if you had 30 points in the day and you ate 4 donuts, that would bring you up to 32 points. You're over your limit. If you ate nothing throughout the day other than those 4 donuts, guess what? You're getting fat. End of story, you're getting fat. Well, no, if you only had 4 donuts in a day, you wouldn't get fat. Because a donut is about 280 calories and 4 of them would just take you up to like 1120. So you easily 1120 calories, you can burn that off in a 24-hour period if the only exercise you did was NEAT, non-exercise active thermogenics. Easily burn that off. Also, the point system would allot 0 points to things like chicken breast, you know, high protein, low calorie, high dense foods. Well, I hate to break it to you, but chicken breast has calories. So if, let's say, you decided to eat all the donuts, maybe have a bag of chips or something, and you were fine, like, okay, we'll say you ate the donuts, brought you up to 2,800 or 28 points, 30 is your limit, you're like, well, I only have 2 points left, what am I going to do? And then you decided, okay, well, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to eat chicken breast for the rest of the day. And that's all you did was eat chicken breast. But you ate a lot of it. And I mean like a lot of it. Like you had like 10 chicken breasts. Okay, so a chicken breast roughly, let's say a 200 gram chicken breast is 175 calories. You eat 10 of them. That's 1,750 calories. So now you're sitting at 2,800 calories. You burn 2,400 calories in a day. Being sedentary, we'll say 100 calories an hour. What's that going to do to you? You're going to pack on weight. End of story. There's no way around it. So this is why I say, and I always said, Weight Watchers, their point system, has got to be the stupidest thing that anybody ever came up with. It's dumb. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't work. It also teaches you 0 information about nutrition, which is a current thing that a lot of people don't understand. They don't even teach that in school anymore. They didn't even teach it back in my day. They would show you the food pyramid. You'd do like 1 day on that. Remember your food groups, and the next day you'd be doing something else. Anyway, people, breakfast is served. Oh, I love this so much. I thought about doing doing the maple syrup, but I must use the rest of that chocolate syrup while I have it. And we'll go from there. So, yeah. So I got my beverage, got my French toast. It's 6:30. Gonna go upstairs, drop this in my face hole, because that's where it belongs. It's not raining out yet, so that's good. I think tonight what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on the bike. Got a couple ideas that I want to run and see if that's the case, and then we'll go from there. Alright, peace. Alright guys, I know the shirt this morning was blue, now it's red. What happened? I don't know, color correct. Just go with that. No, I didn't really like that shirt. It's too loose around the neck. It's fun to sleep in, but to wear, to do stuff, it like rides back and then chokes you out. It's stupid. It's one of my fat man shirts. It's 3XL. Anyway, I'm a little hungry today. Even though I had those French toast. And they did their job. I'm still a little hungry, so let's test out this new bread. I'm gonna make a sandwich. Snacko. I know I said I was going to use that lunch meat for pizzas and stuff, but then I realized it's no good for pizzas and stuff because it's too thin and it'll just burn. So instead, what I did was I used it for sandwiches. And I forgot for pizza that I need to buy pizza sauce because I don't have any. And if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just adding spinach, all 10 grams of it, all 2 calories worth. Got to make sure you calculate everything. So we're still in a deficit. 500 calories. Nice. Nice. Alright, I'm going to eat. Bye. Alright guys, it's 4 o'clock. Last break of the day. She doesn't really do much. This is basically it. What you see is what you get. Oh, look at that. She's cleaning her face off. So cute. Okay, I'll stop. I'm petting you. No, you're a kitty. You get pets. No, you're a kitty. Just stay still. Just take it and like it. Good girl. Mouthies. So nice and cool out here. In that room, it's so muggy. Yeah, it is. That's why she's staying right here, because there's a nice draft coming in from underneath these doors. It's nice and cold, and she's loving it. Loving every minute of it. Mama. What are you doing? Oh, you're weird. Anyway, guys, we are currently sitting at 2,947 calories burnt on the day, 15,738 steps. Not too bad. Oh yeah, you come downstairs and it's like 10 degrees cooler down here than it is upstairs. So nice. What does it say down here? So 74 degrees down here and it's 85 upstairs in the room. Oh my god. Surprised the cat's not down here. Oh wait. She is down here. And she's doing somersaults. Yep. That's totally happening right now. I know what all that white powder is in the ground? Well, you're seeing how it's made. That's kitty dander from this thing. Flopping around like a flounder. Well, if I could do that, I'd never leave the house. I swear she's looking at herself in the mirror while she's cleaning herself. She's so weird. But not as weird as that thing. Anyhoozle, I gotta rock a piss. Then we got 45 minutes of the shift left, and then I'm going to go outside and play with my bike and try and figure out what the heck's going on with the chain. So on that hour-long video that I posted on Sunday, or Monday, from Sunday, where we went for a super long bike ride and I made the keto shepherd's pie, that video there, I played a part where I showed what the freaking bike was doing, so people got an understanding, and I was kind of hoping that somebody who has some experience in bike mechanics would chime in and be like, oh, this is what it is. But I never got that response. Well, I don't think I did. I didn't get it when I checked a couple days ago, and I didn't get it when I checked yesterday. I'm thinking I'm going to check again today, but I looked up a bunch of videos on YouTube to see if I could find somebody talking about it. And the closest thing I can find is that the derailleur's not quite lining up, which makes sense because this problem started happening shortly after I did my run through the woods. And yeah, I banged out the bike pretty good. So I basically looked up different things, and one of them, what they were saying was basically there's an adjustment you can make on the back that'll turn the it moves the control, like when you have it sitting on the 7th gear. And for me, when I put it in 7th, I don't get that noise anymore, so 7th is perfectly lined up. It's my favorite cruising gear on that bike is 4. I put it in 4th gear and I'm pretty much good for any terrain. You can get decent speed out of it. You can get it up to 17 kilometers an hour on 4th gear, full pedal. And, you know, if you come across a hill or an incline, you don't need to gear down. You can actually do it. Well, I can actually do it, no problem. However, what was happening was it was cha-chunk, cha-chunk, cha-chunk. And my friend was behind me and I'm like, do you see anything going on back there? And she didn't see anything. And when I was watching the video of the guy showing the problem, you can't visibly see the chain clunking. You see it, like basically what it's trying to do is it's trying to slide off and gets hooked back on. So it climbs a little bit and then slams back in, but it happens so fast that you visibly can't see it. but you can hear it and you can feel it in the pedal. If it had multiple chain rings in the front, it could be an alignment issue up there, but my bike only has the one chain ring up front and the 7 out back. So chances are my derailleur's not lined up with the carrier or with the cassette properly, and that's all I need to do is fine tune it. And because of the type of derailleur, I've done some research on the Biggity, which is also known as the Mongoose. Oh crap, what the heck did the Mongoose call theirs? I can't remember the name now, but Mongoose literally makes the identical same bike with a different paint job. It's like a BRZ versus an A86 versus was the Scion one there. Whatever, doesn't matter, who cares? It's literally the same damn bike with a different paint job. And the derailleur it comes with is pretty cheap. Luckily it's adjustable and you can modify it. But a lot of people that have the Mongoose version of this bike upgraded their derailleur to a better derailleur to accommodate, you know, so it doesn't lose its configuration so easily. Because you hit a couple good bumps, you shake it up and it's done. You bang it once, it loses alignment, it's done. Then you got to sit there and spend a half an hour tuning it and getting it back in order, or 10 minutes. Now the one thing I wish I had was a better stand. I bought that one from Canadian Tire thinking that would do the job, but kind of jank. I'm probably going to have to build something so I can get the bike off the ground basically and work on it. Because I know this won't be the first time that I'm going to have to fine tune it. Definitely, it won't be the first and it definitely won't be the last. So I'm going to get to learn bike mechanics pretty damn quick if I want to keep into this sport, you know. And I'd rather learn off of a platform that's cheap before I go out and, you know, once I get everything done around here that I want to do, my roof and my deck, I'd like to get something a little more expensive like a Norco or a Trek or something nice, lighter weight. I don't know. A Norco street bike would be pretty good. A road bike would be pretty good. I don't like those 10-speed styles with the stupid, like the where they got the bar that comes out and then wraps around. I never liked those. Yeah, you can rip pretty quick on them. I know that, but I like the mountain bike style handlebars. And I always like mountain bikes versus street bikes. But I'd like to get a tire that's not as aggressive because I mainly ride on the streets, and, you know, save the fat bike for going in the trails and the off-roading stuff, or, you know, alternate between. I'd still keep fatty. I'm not going to sell it. You know, they don't make them anymore. The Biggity, Canadian Tire. If they do, Canadian Tire quit carrying them. I haven't seen them around. I see the Mongoose version on Amazon. They want $329 for it. I don't know, $347 Canadian. The exact same bike, but people are actually looking for them. There's been some posts on North Bay Buy Sell. People asking if anybody has the Schwinn Biggity Cycle from Canadian Tire, and they go for online used for about $300, $200 to $300. But I have no will or want to sell mine because I actually like it. I really do like it, even though I don't do that kind of riding. Like if they're intended for winter, I think the bike's fun. It's a great bike. It turns heads. There's not one time I've been out riding where somebody's like, holy crap, look at the tires on that thing, and why are those tires so big, and oh man, look at those tires, those are awesome tires. That's like the main thing that people notice all the time. And every once in a while I pass by somebody else riding a fat bike, and we do the whole, you know, if you drive a Jeep and you drive by a Jeep and you wave. Yeah, that happens. That's a fat bike thing now. I guess that's pretty dicked. Anyway, let me get back to work and bang out the rest of my shift, and I'll talk to you guys later when we take a look at the bike. Alright, peace. Alright guys, it's freaking fast. I should grab my phone. Because I'm gonna go outside. I might need to research stuff as I'm breaking things. So it could be, oh yeah, it's end of shift. We're gonna go take a look at that derailleur and see what the frig is. Oh, it's so nice down here. It's like you get right to here and it's all cold, and then you start climbing up the stairs and it's all hot. Oh, I think I might live downstairs tonight. So I'm thinking, because I do that sometimes, that the issue is either A, hopefully derailleur's out of alignment, and it's simply just an adjustment that I can make on the derailleur to get her back in alignment, or worst case scenario, the derailleur's bent. And now I know why it's so muggy in the computer room, because it feels like the swamps of Dagobah out here. Holy crap, is it ever muggy out. I don't even want to open my garage door right now. It's nice and cool in here, super muggy out there. Alright, let me get the bike up on the stand, and then we'll have a look-see. Alrighty, well I discovered something, but I don't know if it's a big issue.
Well, first off, this spoke guard here, the noob guard, I think they call it. Here, let me get this here spinning. Now, you can see how the gear is rocking. I don't know if that's causing a problem, but see the way the chain is sitting right now? That's got me having some concern. So I'm wondering if it's over too much. So if I turn this, that lines it up a little better. Seeing it was there, that was giving me problems. Let's sorry for the focus, guys. Oh, not that far. Let's try a 4th gear shift. Oh, we're in 4th. Let's try a 5th gear switch. A little faster on the see, look at the chain. I say look at the chain, I'm not even shooting at the damn chain. I need a freaking camera person. Alright, let's try this again. Look when the chain's under load. Sometimes you can see it flex. I wonder if this chain is just dry. I'll throw some of this shit onto it. The other thing I'm wondering is this thing filthy? Oh, it's not bad. So I was questioning if it was filthy. Alright, let's go ahead and oil the chain and see what happens. Alrighty, well I made every adjustment I could think of. Sort of trying to figure out how to lube up the axle. I can't get any grease past that, can I? I'm gonna try. I guess the only real test left is to actually take it for a rip. So let's take it for a rip. Alright, had a good run. Even though the video footage is probably crap, because this thing was aiming at the sky the whole time. But only problem I had was I forgot to tighten down the brake wire here. So I wanted to put more tension on the brake and adjust it after I moved the lever and all that, because I found the cable stretched a bit. So that's been said and done. I think you can do that here too. You can make some minor adjustments with this somehow. I don't know. Whatever. I don't think that did much. No. And vice versa. You can do the same over here with this by tightening it up. It'll give you more squeeze. But I'm not getting any clunking. I went through all the gears. It's working good. It's working good. And I threw some some grease in the axle. And I'm not hearing the binding sound. One thing I'm having a problem with is this plastic spoke guard. I think they call it like a dork guard. It is rubbing up against, and you can see, if it would focus, you can see where it's rubbing up a little bit. So I kind of don't want to take it off, because if the chain does flop off the first gear and hit the spokes, that could be catastrophic. I'd rather have the guard there and let the guard take the hit versus the spokes while I'm riding. And yeah, so this free rolls, it free spins. It's not like it's bolted to the tire. And I've seen the ways of taking it off. Some people actually remove the entire axle, take it off. Other people will just use a pair of wire cutters and get in there and just start snipping away at it till they get to the axle and pop it off. I personally think it's there for a reason. I'm just going to leave it there. I'm not too upset by it. It's doing what it's supposed to do. And so is the bike. So that is good. That is great. Everything's tip-top shape. It's too friggin' hot to go biking tonight, though, guys. Holy crap, it's like plus a billion out right now. Plus a billion. But, don't know if you saw that, but I climbed that hill over there, and last year, if you go watch the Biggity video when I got this bike, I tried to climb that hill, and I failed. Oh my god. I literally came back, guys, in the nick of time. I don't know if you heard that, but that big splotch of water right there and there, that's rain. It's about to start again, so I'm gonna grab my mail, close up this garage. Beware of dog. And the Biggity is fixed and ready for another romp. Hopefully on the weekend. My friend is currently shopping for a bike because she's back to her one bike. And I don't know if you realized on the weekend, we had 2 fat bikes. She borrowed her godson's fat bike, the same bike as mine, because she wanted to know what it's like to ride a fat bike versus a bike with street tires versus what she had, versus a mountain bike, so she can get an idea as to what she's looking for. Do I got everything? I think I got everything. I got it. So she liked the fat bike. I love my fat bike. That's why I say, like, even I'll use this thing to figure things out and get used to it, how to do bike mechanics and maintain my shit, and then when I feel good and ready, and I got all my stuff, all my ducks in a line or in a pond or some nonsense, whatever the meme is, then I'll consider buying a more expensive bike. But until then, I don't see any reason to. I honestly don't. Right now, just drive fatty, you know. It's not the quickest bike, tops out at 24 kilometers an hour, then you can't even put enough power into the pedals to get it going faster because the pedals don't connect to the drivetrain. So, it's one of those. Take it for what it is, enjoy it, and later on I'll get something more. Alright, well, I just fired. Would you not step on my foot? Friggin' dog, man, he has no concept of personal space. Anyway, just fired my dinner in the air fryer and microwave. Gonna have chicken fish broccoli. You know what? Look at it outside. We had the whole time I was cooking, it rained, now it's sunny out again. That's why right now it feels like the swamps of Dagobah here, but super nice downstairs. Just super dicked. And dinner is served. Oh yes. Holy crap. A while ago it was sunny. Well, we have one hell of a storm that just rolled in. And it is raining like a mafk out there. Oh, just had a lightning strike. God, I should just do like everybody else and film with my damn phone because this Canon camera is a piece of shit. Keeps friggin' failing on record because the buffer runs out. But, yeah, I missed a good lightning strike too. There was like an arc in the sky and I totally had the camera on it, but then the camera's like, oh, I'm busy! I'm busy being stupid! Oh, it's about to do it again, piece of shit. Anyway, before we have a power failure, I'm going to whip up a batch of protein ice cream. I want some protein ice cream. And that'll finish me off for the night. And then tomorrow is another day. Alrighty guys, this time I added the PB&Me. Let's make some ice cream. See, as it goes, you can actually see it slowly start to fill up. But it's just an optical illusion. It was always that full to begin with. I'm yelling, yay! I really wish I would have put soap on my truck. My dog probably wants to go outside too, but that ain't gonna happen. Anyway, ice cream's ready. Yay, ice cream. Alrighty guys, well, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call her. I'm gonna have myself my... Ooh, that was a good spark. That was a good spark of lightning. But I'm gonna call it. Get this edited up before we lose power, because chances are that's going to happen. Sounds of the world out there blowing up around us, so On that note, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, click the like button. Any questions, comments, concerns down below. The Go Fatty's not working, so I'll probably ride it on the weekend. And until next time, people, thanks for watching, and peace the frig out. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.